Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hey, Dave, Ray from Cleveland. Two things for you. Quinshon not only caught himself a case, he's going to regret it because Sampson's going to take this chance and become our number one back. Two, the rookie linebacker, Schlesinger. He sort of reminds me of like a young Clay Matthews. Three, Garrett Bush said he was disappointed with Grant's health. But the guy ain't had no help at free safety. He can't do two things at once. You want him playing the box or cover the back. All right. I love you, brother. God bless you and the family. Be safe. Be good. Bye.
As always, we appreciate all of the voicemails. Let's welcome in Pete Smith from the Orange and Brown Report. So, Pete, we'll get to the second two things in a minute, but I want to talk about Judkins and Sampson. I know you wrote an article for the OBR. Browns don't need to rush to sign backfield help. Take us through that and kind of what your thoughts are there.
Well, as far as the running game is concerned, the biggest element is up front. The Browns were not good up front last year on the offensive line. Not only are they trying to get better on that with the hire of Mike Bloomgren, bringing some veterans like Cornelius Lucas and Tevin Jenkins, but they're also redoubling efforts to sort of bring in more size, Harold Fannin to supplement David Njoku. So that's really where the running game is going to start with. They don't have a Nick Chubb guy who can sort of elevate the blocking to a point where he's going to make, a bad lineman good. It's largely taking it back and taking good blocking and making better. So I'm not in a huge hurry from that standpoint because the guys that are out there aren't really going to do much for you. But there are a number of teams out there that have excess guys. And the team that jumps out to me from that standpoint is the Denver Broncos. The Broncos last year rolled with Jaleel McLaughlin, the Youngstown State running back. They drafted Audric Estime out of Notre Dame, who for my money was the number one running back in the entire class. And then they signed an undrafted rookie in Blake Watson out of Memphis, who's a really good athlete and caught the ball well. So this year, everybody sort of forecasted that the Broncos, who were not happy with their running game overall, were then going to go take one of the big ones, either Ashton Genty, who obviously went way too early, or that they'd take Omarion Hampton. Those were the two sort of premier options. They took neither one. They instead took a corner / safety in Jahdae Brown out of Texas. But then they came back in the second round and drafted R.J. Harvey, who's basically the same size as Dylan Sampson. And then because, one, his size, and then two, the fact that they didn't make a major investment like a Hampton or a Genty, they went out and signed J.K. Dobbins as a veteran. So right now, I've already listed 5 guys. They can't keep them all unless they get some weird roster gymnastics with injuries. So already, if they have to cut one of those guys, or more likely, I think it would be a player the Browns don't want trade for a guy the Broncos are going to cut anyway type trade. I think there's plenty of time for them to bring in somebody. The Browns scouting department should be able to identify somebody who can handle the concepts the Browns want to run, wide zone, pin and pull, that type of stuff, and be able to hit the ground running. I don't look at it as a thing where you need a huge timeline to sort of get them ready to go and get them productive.